Hi, this is Tom from Infinity Bricks, and I have another LEGO Star Wars review for you. This is set number 75531, the Stormtrooper Commander. So this is another Star Wars set that's been released for this summer, and obviously it seems to me that LEGO are trying to pull at the strings of the hearts of those who love Star Wars. Now they've released two classic figures. One is the Scout Trooper, and here we have the Stormtrooper, and this has been a miss. You know, it seems really strange that they haven't actually given this set before, so it's really great that we finally got hold of him. Now a lot of the sets that have been released in these buildable figures, as I said before, I'm not a great fan of, but these classic ones I think are looking great, and this looks fantastic. And this piece here at the top is just a bit of plastic that you could easily remove if you wanted him just to look like a normal Stormtrooper. So if you wanted to buy more than one of these guys, you could have you know, a couple of them. But this version obviously is very much like the kind of Sand Trooper style. The gun as well, which is really interesting, and they did this with the Scout Trooper, has this spring-loaded shooter in it, which I think is quite interesting, and a little trigger at the bottom that literally just pulled to fire. But yeah, very, very strange, because these figures I feel appeal less to kids and more to sort of older children or teenagers or even younger adults or adults. So it seems unusual that they've built it in that way. But even so, I really like this figure. I do think he's great. Now, compared to the Scout Trooper, I prefer the Scout Trooper overall, purely because it has the speeder bike. But from a classic figurine point of view, this really stands out as amazing, and the helmet I think is fantastic. Really like that. Obviously, you can pose these figures any way you want. What I found with this build, though, which was fairly strange, is some of the ball joints are really, really stiff, and some of them are very loose. So you try to kind of move it around, and you're kind of forced to maybe bend the knees, but not bend the ankles or around the hips. So that might be just a piece thing, you know, some of the Lego parts, you know, maybe slightly off or something, not quite sure. But yeah, overall though, from a display point of view, I think he looks great, and he'll look great with Darth Vader. So if you already have Darth Vader, you could put him with him, and I think that would just look fantastic. So yeah, here's just a kind of overview of how he looks from the back. As you expect, it's fairly plain. There isn't much printing, or any printing to be fair, except on the helmet of course. And with this one you have the pieces here at the front, and obviously the printing detail around on the front of the Stormtrooper. So I do think he looks great. So he's only priced at $19.99 here in the UK, compared to the Scout Trooper that's £50. That's quite a substantial difference, but I would say with the Scout Trooper, the speeder bike does take up so many parts, and it's obvious that's where the price came in. But both of these I think are fantastic. This is an excellent figure. I do like this massive gun that he's got, so that's a really nice addition. This is a little bit floppy here, which is just made up of parts on the vinyl, so that's a little bit frustrating. But apart from that, I really like him. I think he looks really cool. So yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and look forward to doing another video again shortly. Take care.